Martinez coming in. Spain had the luxury of having to face the weak side of Tahiti in the group stage, and therefore rotating its starters over the period of the tournament. Gigi Buffon and Giorgio Chiellini have played every minute so far of this Confederations Cup, the first of two 15-minute halves. Kicks off here in Fortaleza alongside Alejandro Moreno, Fernando Palomo. Extra time for a ticket to the final. Sergio Ramos and a long ball for Jesus Navas. Xavi. Again, long run for Navas. Asmata is in the far post. All alone was coming on the edge of the box. We saw Fernando Torres.
And that is the matchup where perhaps Spain has an advantage. Jesus Navas out on the side against Chiellini with spacing behind. You have to like the pace of Navas in a one-on-one situation against Chiellini, who seems to be struggling physically, as do many of the other players as well.
Xavi in the corner. Up for it goes Sergio Ramos. Punched out by Buffon, the shot by Navas. Italy out of substitutions as the smallest man in the tournament. Sebastian Giovinco has come in to replace Alberto Gilardino. Very soon, Spain will use their third and last sub. We see Javi Martinez getting ready to come in. Giaccherini. Pirlo. Daniele De Rossi. Andrea Pirlo. Montolivo. Candreva. Aquilani. Maggio with space. Seeing some of the Italy we saw in the second half, they actually completed more passes than Spain in the second 45 minutes of the game. Maggio against Jordi Alba. Candreva's cross. Giovinco cannot reach it. Giaccherini hit the post. It hit the post. That's how close Italy has been to opening up the score.
And Candreva with a strong run down the side. Giovinco with a deflection. And Giaccherini coming on the far post, trying to hit into that near post. Unfortunate for Italy, as Giaccherini strikes it solidly, but unable to put it in the back of the net for Italy.
So we knew Javi Martinez was coming into the game. Never thought it was going to be for Fernando Torres, as we see Gerard Piqué still limping from that knock he got towards the end of regulation. Jesus Navas brought in, or brought down.
And not only has Javi Martinez come in for Fernando Torres, there doesn't seem to be a tactical shift or change. It seems like Javi Martinez will play up high for Spain.
Sergio Ramos asking for it, far post. Crossed by Xavi, far post it goes. It lands on Piqué, brings it down the shot, another one that goes over the crossbar. It took a deflection, will be a corner kick for Spain.
And Piqué almost has too much time. This first touch has got to be better so that he's clean. And once he takes that extra second touch, it gives Italy a chance to close the space and deflect the shot.
Mata with the corner kick, Ramos! Did he flop? Did he dive in the area? Was he pushed over? Nothing said by Howard Webb. Out goes Navas. And another cross deflected away. Italy, as we see, have been able to close the gap in the possession game. This is the 76th match that Vicente del Bosque has coached Spain since taking over after that 2008 Euro final against Germany, which happened to be the last time that Spain lost a possession game. Javi Martinez coming into the box is Navas. Short pass by Javi Martinez. Last touch by Daniele De Rossi. 10 minutes to go in the first half of extra time.
And I think Daniele De Rossi is just as surprised as anybody that Javi Martinez is making in-to-out run from a central forward position.
Xavi's cross against into the box. Piqué! Here's Ramos, cannot find it as De Rossi takes it out of bounds. So close was Spain for the opener.
Well driven ball in by Xavi into a very good spot. Chiellini beaten to the ball, and it looked like a handball off of the head of Gerard Piqué.
Mata's cross. Chiellini, here comes Ramos! As Gigi Buffon drops down to his knees, knowing that the danger has just dissipated.
Italy struggling with set pieces. Chiellini tries to take a touch on the ball inside the box. It gets away from him, and this is where it looks like a handball as Gerard Piqué beats Chiellini to the spot.
It's a lot of holding and pushing inside the box. Certainly there was contact on Sergio Ramos, who does a bit of acting inside. Daniele De Rossi. Chiellini. Aquilani. Bold move by Vicente del Bosque, bringing Javi Martinez in to become a center forward, pretty much.
It's an interesting move, and one that, if it ends up being the difference maker for Spain in this game, certainly would make Vicente del Bosque an absolute genius. And I think it was Mac in the studio that said this is a time where coaches need to make their money in terms of the substitutions they make and the changes they make in the team. Well, here's a change that can certainly make a difference for Spain.
Either that, or some may argue that the heat got to him. The ball over to Buffon. Chiellini. Giaccherini. A couple of minutes back, he rattled the goalpost. Xavi. That's Javi Martinez pushing it over to Mata. Navas. Xavi again. Iniesta. It's a lot of space for him. Iniesta goes into the box. Making a run, Jordi Alba! Goal kick for Italy.
And here's when you see the full talent on display by Iniesta. Wiggling away from defenders, picking out the run from Jordi Alba late into the box, putting the ball into his path, and Jordi Alba unable to get over the ball and into the target.
De Rossi. Giorgio Chiellini now. Six minutes to go till the end of the first extra time period. As soon as this game is over, they'll just switch sides and go for 15 more. Candreva, loving for Jovin, who's offsides.
It was a tight decision, but it's the right one for the assistant referee.
Jordi Alba again. Mata. foul by Leo Bonucci.
Mata does a very good job of getting again in those pockets of space where Bonucci now feels like he has to come out of his defending position and expose it himself. And once Mata gets a touch around him, Bonucci doesn't have an option but to take him down for the foul.
All the big men up front for Spain as Piqué looking for their near post. Piqué headed it over the crossbar. Italians complaining about an offside by Gerard Piqué, and he certainly looked offsides. That's what Howard Webb is calling as the flag was raised. Maggio. Easily brought down by Iker Casillas. You know, the one shot that this tournament was missing was having Iker Casillas kiss that goalpost just as much as Pagliuca did back in the final in 1994 at the Rose Bowl.
And Iker Casillas and Gianluigi Buffon, who we saw earlier in the game, prior to the start of the match, having a moment where you can see the guys appreciating each other's accomplishment and careers, may have a very big role to play in this match.
Iniesta, well surrounded, over to Mata, short give and go. Aquilani is there to intercept. So is Iniesta to take it over, and still Pirlo from the ball. Down goes Iniesta, and a controversial call by Howard Webb.
And what makes it controversial is that he makes a call late. Not much contact at all. I think Iniesta might have baited Howard Webb into this call.
As 2 minutes are left in the first overtime period. Gigi Buffon building the wall that will stand between him and Xavi. Is it Xavi with a curler or Sergio Ramos with a power shot? Complaining about the distance between the ball and the wall. Is Xavi? Here comes the shot. Clearly not English spoken by Xavi to Howard Webb, but certainly big complaint made by the Barcelona midfielder.
Not the kindest Spanish either.
Cristian Maggio. They've traded the ball pretty much in this first extra time period. Aquilani, Montolivo, De Rossi. Aquilani offsides. Álvaro Arbeloa. That's Javi Martinez. It's well covered by Daniele De Rossi in the back. Arbeloa, high elbow, but doesn't need to be really high to actually go in the face of Sebastián Jorinko. Gerard Piqué.
More of an average height elbow then.
1 minute added to this first extra time period. Mata, Piqué brought it down with the hand. Piqué's handed a yellow for that play.
Clearly handball, and it seemed unnecessary in that Piqué was able to reach the ball.
All yellow cards were wiped off going into the semifinals, so only a red card will keep a player from missing Sunday's game, whichever game that may be it the third place game or the final against Brazil. As his first extra time period comes to an end. There's still no goal in Estadio Castelao. They'll just switch sides and get ready for another 15.
And it must be said, Fernando, the momentum which seemed to have been on the part of Italy coming into the extra time has shifted perhaps, and Spain seemed the more likely side to score. In the end, very tight spaces, very tired bodies, and perhaps more importantly, very tired minds out there on the field.
Again, no substitutions left for either team. How difficult it is, Alejandro, to actually play in these conditions. We've seen it. The pace of play certainly went down a lot in the second half, and now they're having to go through 15 more minutes.
Yeah, but they have to come up with the ways that stay mentally engaged and do not allow mistakes. Mistakes are the ones that make the difference here in extra time.
We're going back to Bob Lee in the studio.
With Roberto and Alexi and Macca. Has there been a pendulum shift here towards Spain in the first extra time, Roberto?
Well, I think what we've seen is that the two roles are very different now. Italy are quite content just to defend, to get bodies behind the ball, to defend deep, but still gonna show you that threat, especially Di Maggio on the right-hand side. He keeps getting forward and forcing a little bit of threat. But overall, is Spain the ones that they get the ball and they try to break them down and probably relying on the brilliance of Iniesta, but really, really tired teams.
Yeah, I think absolutely Alejandro was right when he said that there has been a change in the confidence and the way that they're going forward. You can see Spain almost feels like they can smell it.
If it's still tied after the next 15, it would be looking at penalties. A guaranteed 15 minutes of football in Fortaleza. Spain and Italy. The tension.
Back for the second extra time. Thanks, guys. As Bob was mentioning, penalties, the memories of the Ernst Happel in Vienna for the quarterfinals of the European Championships in 2008, where Spain beat Italy. That would have been the first time that they eliminated the Italians. In knockout rounds. And they've done so in 2 consecutive occasions. We'll reach the 128th minute, the 120th minute, I should say, till we know if penalties are needed to decide this one. Mata. Arbeloa. Xavi. Spain were able to get that star stamped on their crest, or embroidered on their crest, by playing an extra time final against the Netherlands back in South Africa. Andres Iniesta, the scorer. Jordi Alba, the passer, over to Piqué. Xavi. By the looks of things, Italy are content to just sit back and wait for the Spanish to commit a mistake.
Spain makes a mistake. Italy certainly is going back to being well organized behind the ball, disciplined. They're not going to be the one who makes a mistake defensively. And if there is a chance for them to go forward, it has to be a very clear chance so that they commit numbers forward, allowing themselves an opportunity to score a potential game winner.
Commits the foul.
In the end, the only team that is enjoying this right now is Brazil, who's sitting in their hotel room, watching this game, enjoying the fact that this has been such a grueling, physical game, and one that has taken a lot out of both Italy and Spain.
You add that to the extra day's rest they've gotten, and the home field of Maracanã, everything going Big Phil's way. Giaccherini against Arbeloa. Giaccherini back for Pirlo. Busquets is able to get in between that pass as they foul Sergio Ramos. Very few times we've mentioned the absence of Mario Balotelli in this match. Vicente del Bosque said it so well. Italy is not going to make a drama out of it. They've certainly, although they could have used him, they've certainly taken Spain well into this match and have competed against them despite the loss of Mario Balotelli.
And it shouldn't be a surprise that Italy has made it as difficult as they have today against Spain. There is history and tradition behind Italy. They know what these moments feel like. They know what these moments smell like. They're well aware of what it takes to win this sort of game, but certainly Spain knows that as well.
There goes Jordi Alba. Mata his shot! Once you have such an open look at goal, Mata decides to take it. Right behind him was Álvaro Arbeloa, all alone. Chiellini feeling about a cramp. About time we saw one of those. 109 minutes of grueling action on a hot and humid night in Fortaleza.
And if you're Jesus Navas, you see this, and the next time you get the ball, you have to make sure that you put pressure on Chiellini and make him defend over a distance. Put the ball past him, make him run, make him move, and force Chiellini into making a play that physically perhaps he's not able to make at this point in the game.
Jordi Alba also goes down to stretch a little bit. And then the question, I'm sure, has already been brought over to Vicente del Bosque and Cesare Prandelli. Who do you pick as penalty takers?
You have a few in mind, and then you look at players' eyes. And hopefully, those that you have in mind give you the right look, and they have the right mindset and want to take on the responsibility.
Jovinko, quick pass for Candreva. Goes down with play on, says Howard Webb. Now he'll call the foul on Candreva. Foul by Jordi Alba. And a free kick for Italy now, as 9 minutes remain in the game. Prandelli calling on Giorgio Chiellini. One thing about Pirlo, he'll give you that look, whether it be the first minute of the 111th of the match. Cannot read anything off of his face. Jovinko had one chance early on in the first extra time period. Scored the dramatic winner against Nigeria. Giaccherini, the throw-in for Aquilani. Over back to Giaccherini. Jovinko, Emanuele Giaccherini. Cannot get the ball past Arbeloa, who was the last one to touch it. Yes, Cesar, it's been a nail-biter. Jovinko, Arbeloa to knock it out of bounds again. But Italy keeps it close to Casillas' goal. The atomic ant, as they call it, and another throw-in for Giaccherini in Italy. Here comes again Jovinko. Busquets, Piqué to clear it. Bonucci back for Buffon. Look at the run by Jesus Navas, forcing Buffon to kick it out of bounds. Over the last 5 years, Italy is 1 win and 1 loss in extra time. That 1 loss coming to Spain. The much talked about quarterfinals of 2008. They beat England last year in Kiev. Pirlo doing a Panenka penalty on that penalty round. Bonucci. Jovinko trying to keep it close to him. Goes to Jordi Alba. Chested down by Busquets. Sergio Ramos. Piqué. Short for Sergio Busquets.
And you talk about Pirlo, Fernando, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of impact and influence Pirlo has a year from now at the World Cup for Italy. What kind of player will he be then? Clearly the puppet master in this Italian team. Will he be that same kind of player? And will Italy depend so heavily as they have on Pirlo coming into this tournament?
Jordi Alba. Xavi, can he take the shot? His shot! Hit the post! Javi Martinez wide! Still 0-0.
And Xavi hits it flush. This ball is moving, is swerving. Buffon doesn't deal with it very well. And on the rebound, Javi Martinez playing today like a forward. And in that particular chance, looking a lot like a defensive midfielder.
Arbeloa. Iniesta. Xavi has 4.5 for left. It's a Mata. Over to Álvaro Arbeloa again. Player born in the same hometown as Vicente del Bosque, Salamanca. Spain regained possession. Xavi has Jesus Navas on the side. Here comes Navas. Navas, a shot! Barely touched by Buffon. Corner kick for Spain.
And it's Jesus Navas on the right-hand side. Chiellini cannot deal with his pace, is struggling physically. Takes a tremendous save from Gianluigi Buffon to keep Italy in this game.
play. Ramos flicks it up as Chiellini heads it out of bounds. Hobbling is Giorgio Chiellini. Again, no substitutions left for either team. Mata. Sergio Busquets with his back on goal. Was the last to touch. 3 minutes to go in extra time. If the score remains, it's penalty kicks. Just as Spain had last year in the semi-final against Portugal. Semi-finals of the European Championships. Javi Martinez. Far post, in comes Navas. Giaccherini. Goal kick for Italy.
And I think this ball is being played to Jesus Nava. But Mata. No communication. Very difficult to hear players in those sort of situations. This is a tremendous save by Buffon as he's leaning towards the left, reacts well, goes down quickly, and a strong hand parries it right around the post. Big time save by Buffon.
After a first half dominated by Spain's possession of the ball, Italy started to get a hold of it, and since the second half and up to this point has had more touches on the ball than Spain has, but they're finishing. La Roja is the national team of Spain, much stronger here towards the end of extra time as 1.5 minutes go by. If whoever scores will establish a record as the latest goal in Confederations Cup history. They've already gone past the 116th minute mark that saw Andres Iniesta scoring in Johannesburg in 2010. Sergio Ramos. This ball will go out of bounds. And another goal kick for the Italians with 1 minute to go. Get ready for the penalties to decide this one.
And again, Fernando, as a coach, you have a list of players in your mind, and you hope that when you see these players in the eye, you're able to match those names with those players, and you come up with the 5 that are willing to take the responsibility on.
Here comes the cross by Maggio. This could be it for Italy. That's it. It's Piqué clearing it out of the box. Montolivo and Pirlo remain on the field from those that took penalties last year in Kiev against England. Iniesta, great pass over to Javi Martinez. 4-on-4 now on the break, Spain. Martinez's option over to Navas. He beats Giaccherini. Could be the last one. Navas, Martinez, the flick, it couldn't work. As Mata now looks for it. Already playing out of time. De Rossi clears it. Mata brings it down. Jordi Alba leaves it for Mata. 1 minute added on. Piqué cannot find it as Chiellini heads to Giaccherini with a miscue in the box. Spain gets it back. Hold on the PKs just yet. Spain might want to finish it. Right here with Navas. Ramos. Arbeloa. Iniesta, Chiellini. Jovinko has it. Busquets comes in. Ramos. 90 minutes wasn't enough. 30 minutes of extra time did not solve the problem. A team sport will now be decided by individual skill and mental will. Still tied after extra time from... He lets Italy go first. Relegated to the bench after a hand injury by Jose Mourinho. Barely saw action at Real Madrid. Now comes back and, as he said, happy again on the field. Now we'll let the Italians kick first. Antonio Candreva. Casillas stopped the first in the penalty kicks in Vienna. Candreva chips it in. A Panenka goal for Candreva's Italy take the lead.
So you've come to expect that from Pirlo. We've seen Zidane do it in finals of the World Cup in 2006.
Sergio Ramos last year in the European Championships against Portugal. In comes Xavi.
Not sure that Casillas expected Candreva to pull the same stunt.
Xavi tying, or looking to tie it up. Xavi, all squared after the first round.
Well taken by Xavi, no doubt about it. Buffon goes the wrong way. Side netting by the Spanish maestro.
Aquilani to take it for Italy. Aquilani.
Casilla gets us right, but too much pace and accuracy from Aquilani. Well taken penalty kick.
Now it's Iniesta's turn. He converted his penalty against Portugal last year to the left of the keeper. And he chooses the same spot to beat Gigi Buffon, as both Xavi and Iniesta go to the left of the veteran Italian. Still squared. Third round. Daniele De Rossi. He missed his kick from the spot back in Vienna in 2008. Here comes De Rossi. Top corner for Daniele De Rossi.
No doubt about it by Daniele De Rossi. Show of character after having missed one in this same sort of scenario, coming up with a big goal for Italy.
Gerard Piqué now to tie it up. Piqué! And that makes it 3 Barcelona players in a row for Spain. And the first time they decide to go to the right of Gigi Buffon. Now Jovinko. Tension in the face of the Italian faithful in Fortaleza. Sebastian Jovinko to take it. Jovinko leaves Casillas standing on that one. they have all gone, except for Candreva, who chipped it in. They have all gone to the right of Iker Casillas. Now Sergio Ramos. Most will remember that penalty that sailed over the crossbar in the semifinals in the UEFA Champions League 2 seasons ago against Bayern Munich. Then he came back and chipped it. Chipped it in against Portugal. Ramos, goal! Vicente del Bosque can't bear to look at what's going on now. Andrea Pirlo, the 5th penalty taker for the Italians. Some coaches say you always want your best one to go last. Well, this is the 5th and last one.
And
then it's sudden death.
And he's the best.
Pirlo!
Not very stressed, is he? What calmness, what ability. Talk about pressure here.
Juan Mata. Mata! That ball just was embraced by the net as it went in. 5-5. Sudden death now.
And here's where it gets tricky, Fernando. These are guys that perhaps we're not expecting to be in this position, in this situation.
Montolivo missed against England last year. Here comes Montolivo. This time it's good. This time it's good. Puts Italy ahead. So you went through the ones that gave a good look. Those that you trusted. And now you start going down the list to those who you did not see as convinced.
Yeah, it's secondary options, and now is simply hoping that they can withstand the pressure, embrace the moment, and take care of their responsibility.
Busquets trying to keep Spain alive. Busquets in. So after 3 to the right of Buffon, he chooses right, and Busquets switches it and goes to his left. 6-all. Can you ask for more drama and tension as the ticket awaits to go to Maracanã? Leo Bonucci up against Iker Casillas. Here's Bonucci. Oh, the crossbar! Bonucci missed it! If Spain scores, they are through to the final.
And you hate to say it, Bonucci, but coming into the penalty kick, once he picked up the ball, the look that he gave is not the one that you want to see if you're Prandelli.
Jesus Navas, who early on in his career decided to forego international calls because he suffered from anxiety attacks, will now try to take Spain to the final. He does! Spain is into the final of the Confederations Cup. It's a dream final in store at the Confederations Cup. Spain and Brazil will meet at the Maracanã as Spain goes through on penalty kicks. Now back to Bubbly and company.
Joy for Spain, tinged with relief, and a lot of respect for the Azzurri and what they achieved today in advancing to that so-called dream final. A lot of celebration.